Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have answered the first chapter of Biology Life Processes Unit Test 5. In this video, we are going to answer Unit Test 6. So we'll move on with the questions. Question 1. The plants can get rid of excess of water by this process. Options are photosynthesis, transpiration, respiration, translocation. So answer is option B, transpiration. So plants can get rid of excess of water by the process transpiration. Next, question number 2. Significant role of stomata in transportation is to options create upward pressure, absorb carbon dioxide, release oxygen, perform transportation continuously. Answer is C. Release oxygen. So the significant role of stomata in transportation is to release oxygen. So the next question, question number 3. What is the function of mucus in stomach? So we'll see what is the function of mucus in stomach. Answer. It protects the inner lining of stomach from HCl. So as hydrochloric acid is secreted in the stomach, it makes the medium acidic. To protect the inner lining of stomach, the mucus will be secreted. So the mucus help in protecting the inner lining of stomach. Next question 4. What is emulsification? So emulsification, the process of converting large fat globules into small fat globules, means the complex fat molecules is converted into simple fat molecules. So this process we call it as emulsification. So we'll move to the next question. What is peristaltic movement? So this is also called as peristalsis. So we'll see what is peristalsis movement or peristaltic movement. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of muscles of esophagus to move food. So to allow the food to pass through esophagus, the esophagus muscles undergo rhythmic contraction and relaxation. So this rhythmic movement of esophagus to move the food is called as peristaltic movement or peristalsis. Next question, question number 6. Explain breakdown of glucose in aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So we'll see how the glucose is broken in aerobic and anaerobic mode of respiration. So the first one, we'll see aerobic respiration. Under aerobic respiration, the first step, glucose, a 6C compound, means a 6 carbon containing compound in cytoplasm converted into 3 carbon compound, that is called pyruvate. So equation, a 6 carbon containing compound glucose in cytoplasm get converted into a 3 carbon compound, it is pyruvate. Step 2, this pyruvate in the presence of oxygen in mitochondria converts into carbon dioxide, water and releases ATP. 36 ATP molecules. So we'll see pyruvate in the presence of oxygen in mitochondria converts into carbon dioxide, water and 36 ATP molecules. So this is how glucose breaks down in aerobic mode of respiration. So we'll see how in anaerobic respiration the glucose is broken down. So under anaerobic respiration, step 1, the glucose converts into pyruvate in cytoplasm, that is the equation glucose, a 6 carbon containing compound in cytoplasm breaks into 3 carbon compound, that is pyruvate. And a second step, pyruvate in absence of oxygen in cytoplasm, it is converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide by releasing 2 ATP of energy. So pyruvate in absence of oxygen in cytoplasm converts into ethanol, carbon dioxide and 2 ATP. So this is how the glucose breakdown into simple form under anaerobic mode of respiration. So we'll move to the next question, question number 7. So question number 7, write the differences between autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition. So we'll see what is the difference between autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. So here is an answer, we'll answer it. Autotrophic nutrition means the mode of nutrition in which living organisms prepares their own food. So the mode of nutrition where living organisms prepares their own food is called autotrophic nutrition. Heterotrophic nutrition means the mode of nutrition in which living organisms depend on other organisms for food. So that is called heterotrophic nutrition. So under autotrophic nutrition, food is prepared during daytime. So because under autotrophic nutrition, the green plants come under this category. So they need sunlight to prepare the food so that it takes place during daytime. Heterotrophic nutrition, food is prepared all the time. So food can be prepared all the time. Then chlorophyll is required for autotrophic nutrition. For heterotrophic nutrition, chlorophyll is not required. Next question, question number 8. The approximate lengths of small intestine of animals X and Y are given in the table. Observe it and answer the question. So here they have given the table with A and B as animals and the approximate length of small intestine. So animal A has 10 to 25 feet of small intestine. B has 3 to 7 feet of small intestine. So we'll see the question on this. Identify the herbivore and carnivore animal in the table and support your decision with scientific reason. So we'll see the answer for this. Animal A is a herbivore. So animal A is a herbivore. Why this is an herbivore means because you can see the length of the small intestine for A. It is 10 to 25 feet. Means the animal with longer small intestine is a herbivore. Why it has longer small intestine means because it feeds on the grasses or herbs. So herbs containing cellulose which is very difficult or tough to digest. So hence animal A is a herbivore. Then animal B is a carnivore. So why it is a carnivore means because you can see the length of the small intestine here. It is of 3 to 7 feet. Animal B, it is a carnivore. Why? Because it has shorter small intestine and the carnivore feeds on meat or flesh, so which can easily be digested. So they have very shorter small intestine. So this is what animal A is a herbivore and B is a carnivore. So we'll move to the next question, question number 9. Explain how blood flows through human heart. So we'll see how the blood flows in the human heart. So the blood flows, its journey starts or the blood moves from lungs. The journey of the blood starts from the lungs. So then the pulmonary vein will carry oxygenated blood from lungs towards left atria or left auricle. So pulmonary veins will carry oxygenated blood from lungs to the left atrium. Then from left atrium through the bicuspid valve, oxygenated blood flows into the left ventricle. So again from left ventricle, the blood flows into aorta. From aorta, it will be carried to all parts of the body. So this is oxygenated blood from lungs to all parts of the body, how it is transported or it moves. The next, from all parts of the body, through superior and inferior vena cava, carbon dioxide blood or you can say deoxygenated blood, it flows into right atrium, then right atrium to tricuspid valve, it flows into right ventricle. So deoxygenated blood from all parts through the superior and inferior vena cava enters the right atrium. So from right atrium through tricuspid valve, it flows towards the right ventricle. Then through pulmonary artery, the deoxygenated blood is carried to the lungs. So like this, the cyclic process repeats. So this is how the blood flows through human heart. So we'll see the next question. Question number 10. Diagram given below represent hearts of 3 different animals. See here, the diagram is given, you can observe. the diagrams given below represents the heart of three different animals. Observe it and answer the questions. So here you can see two chambered heart in diagram 1. Diagram 2 having 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 chambered heart, and diagram 3 is having 1, 2, 3, 3 chambered heart. On this diagram, what are the questions we'll see? Among these, which heart is helpful to animals that require more energy? Then why? So this is the question. So among this A, B, C, which heart is more helpful for the animals to require more energy? So we'll see the answer. The heart having 4 chamber means this one, second diagram. The heart having 4 chambers. So this is 1, 2 and 3, 4. So this heart, it has 4 chamber. So this is more helpful for the animals to require more energy. Why means because the oxygen blood and deoxygenated blood flows separately. So as the diagram 2 having 4 chambered heart, so that is very helpful for animals to require more energy. Why? Because the oxygen and deoxygenated blood, they can flow separately. Then B, our body gets efficient supply of oxygen by the glucose get breakdown and releases more energy. So when there is separation of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, the oxygen can supply sufficiently. By this, glucose can break down and release more and more energy. So this is the second thing. And third one, it keeps the body temperature constant. So by the separation of both oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, the animal's body constant temperature will be maintained. So maintenance of constant body temperature is possible because of this. So this is all about question number 10. So then the last question, it is to draw the diagram, draw the neat label diagram of opening and closing of stomata. You have to draw the diagram of open stomata and closed stomata. So by this, we have successfully answered the unit test paper 6. So in the next video, we'll answer unit test paper 7. So till then, so keep watching the video. Thank you.